Yo guys, what's up? It's Jabber and we are back in another video. So let's get straight into this. We got SpongeBob as always. He will always be in my videos when I do scary animations. He protects me. Yeah, hey. Okay, let's get into this, mate. I know why I'm speaking in an Australian accent, but I am
17 years old. I went to my friend's birthday party.
Okay.
Lots of teenagers were drinking illegally.
Jesus.
However, I was never into that kind of stuff, so I just sat with other friends and we just talked.
What?
Then one guy I had never met before joined the party and started talking to another group of
every
people.
video, white guy is a stalker.
He turned to me
like
and
every video.
introduced himself as John.
And I don't know why I said it, but I said it.
He had remarkably blue eyes.
SpongeBob.
He seemed like a pretty nice guy at first, but he gradually started to act weird. He kept following me and seemed to have a strong obsession with me.
Told you he's the stalker.
One of
then
my
he
friends,
is.
Callum, saw my discomfort, so he said, "Quit it, man. Don't be a creep."
Don't be a creep.
John looked back at Callum, and the look in his eyes made my skin crawl. Why? She's mine.
She's mine.
What he said was kind of creepy,
Go on.
so I called my dad to come and get me. Callum stayed with me while I was waiting for my dad at the front of the house.
Okay.
He's watching us. Callum told me
Dad,
my
I can't
body
shoot him.
went stiff.
Run.
Here, hold my hand. If he thinks we're together, he might give up.
Oh my God,
so
this
I held
guy.
His hand, and
This
then
guy.
A loud shout of anger
This
came
guy.
from behind us. We both looked.
Oh my
and
God,
John
guys.
was headed straight towards us.
Shoot him.
I was getting really worried. He looked like he was going to hit Callum. But just then, my dad arrived.
Good.
So I grabbed Callum's hand and we ran to the car.
Gymnastics.
As soon as we both jumped
Aerobics.
in, I explained everything to him. When we dropped him off at his house and returned home, I was leaning over my bed and about to go to sleep. And then I heard the front gate open.
Callum.
When I looked out the window, to my horror, John was sneaking into our yard. Dad got mad when I told him this, so he grabbed his baseball bat and went straight outside. But when he came back after a while, he was frowning. He said, "You left your jacket." When I got my jacket, a small piece of paper fell out of my pocket. Dad picked it up and opened it. "You're mine, Michelle."
I will kill you.
A few weeks passed. That experience had made me and Callum really close.
Oh, this
so
guy. This Callum
One day,
guy.
while we were watching a movie
He has a
at
strong
the theater,
game.
I really had to go to the toilet.
Just kidding.
I rushed to the bathroom to avoid missing too much of the film. On my way back, at the door of the
gotta
theater,
go out,
John
but
was
leave
there.
it.
He looked furious
Run.
and was actually crying.
Run.
Then he rushed towards
Run.
me and said, "How could you do this to me?"
Run.
I was baffled.
Run.
"I haven't done anything to you." He just stood there, stared at me, so I
What you
rushed
do
back
right now,
into
bro?
the theater and told
You
Callum
better
what
get
was
out
going
there.
on. We left the theater immediately.
Don't investigate.
I was pretty
Hashtag don't
nervous about what
investigate.
happened, but I also thought everything would be alright soon.
Oh no.
However, I was totally
Oh,
wrong.
you didn't know what's
A few
gonna
days
happen.
later, I was in my backyard working on my art project when I heard sobbing. I turned around
Well,
and
that was
John
good
was
now,
there,
okay.
holding a small container
guys.
of medication in his left hand.
Poison.
My
Get
legs
out.
began to tremble as he moved
Poison.
closer to me.
Or
"Why
sleep
are
though.
you here?"
Get out.
I asked him.
Go call your
"I
dad.
missed you, Michelle.
Go call
I've
your
been
dad. I
following
get
you
goosebumps
nearly
every time I
every
see
day.
that guy.
Are you with Callum just to make me jealous because it's working? But no, you are wrong." As John began smiling, my mouth went dry.
Dad, come here.
Don't
You better
even
come
know
here.
you.
Save the
So
right
please,
now.
Leave.
Right
But
now.
when I said this, he began
Wait,
crying
what?
again.
Oh
as
my
he
God,
pulled
guys,
out a-
guys. What the heck? Guys. What the heck? Just. What? Guys, something just happened and something just happened. Continuing with Mr. SpongeBob, let's go.
knife and pointed it at
Jeez.
me. I
Jeez.
screamed and began running towards my back fence. But before I reached it, he caught my shirt and pulled me to the ground.
No,
He
no,
held
no,
the
no,
knife
no,
to
no.
my cheek and then yelled, "I love you, Michelle.
No.
Nobody else can have you.
No.
You're mine."
Then why are you killing
I
her?
was horrified.
No.
And tears were rolling down my face. "Get off her!" All of a sudden,
Oh,
my
Dad,
dad, who was
thank you.
gardening outside,
Thank you, Dad.
quickly ran
I am
towards us.
so happy right now.
Beat him up with a bat. And then
Guys. Oh, 911. 911. Oh, yeah, this guy. Can you come here and take him off? Yeah. He's really bad guy. Yeah, so... Oh, you're knocking at the door. Oh, I'll just come. Oh, he's knocking. Okay, guys, they said that it would be fine. They would catch the guy and blah, blah, blah. They'll come to that spot soon, so yeah.
tied him up with a rope he got out of his shed. And I
Okay.
heard John mutter, "I thought you were alone." Once my dad made sure I was alright, he called the police and Callum. John began laughing like a maniac and yelled out in anger when he was arrested. "I kissed her.
No.
She's mine.
No.
Mine."
No.
Later,
No.
we got a phone call from the police, and it turned out that he was high on drugs, and his room was full of pictures of me, as well as a diary describing plans to kidnap and murder me.
Oh,
After that, John was sentenced to jail for 7 years. I'm 22
not 7
now,
years.
and Callum and I are still together. We've
Like
just
1
moved to the
million
city
years.
together recently.
That sentence,
I have
bro.
deleted all social media, but I'm still in fear.
We gotta get this
We
guy.
are 2 years away from the date John will be released. And I know that one day in the future, John will likely come looking for me again.
Luck kiddos. One simple word. Luck shadows.
When
Luck
I was
I
14
do.
years old, we traveled to Jeddah for a few days. On our way back, it was just past midnight, and there were
Okay.
almost no cars around on both
Okay.
sides of the highway. My mom, dad, and I were chatting and laughing at each other.
What's happening?
However, we just ran out of topics soon, and I decided to lie down in the back seat.
That's what I do all the time.
At that moment, I
When
heard a
we're
loud
traveling,
bang
I
and
do that
passed
all
out
the
for
time.
a few seconds. When I got my senses back, I tried to
And
sit
then
up,
the
but the
guy's
car
gonna
felt
come,
like a
scare
roller
blah
coaster.
blah blah blah,
So
gonna
I
catch them,
struggled a
police
little.
come, take away the game.
When I finally sat
Yeah.
up, I grabbed the shoulders of both the driver and passenger seats. And then, looking out through my window, I realized that the car was on mid-air floating. When the car dropped, the front bumper dismantled and slid past the right windows of the
Bruh.
car. What
Why
makes the
don't you
matter
just
worse, our
wear
car
a
did not stop
seatbelt?
for us.
I mean,
It
I
just
lay
started
down
to
all
run
the
at a
time,
very
but I
high
wear
speed,
seatbelt.
and my dad and
I don't know how
freaked
you
out
do
due to
that,
the
but
situation. My mom
I'll
was
wear a
insisting
seatbelt
him to
and then
stop
do
the
like
car as
that.
soon as possible.
seriously.
I could see that he was trying, but the car wouldn't stop. Fortunately, we stopped at the fast lane of the
Please
highway,
tell me the
and there
dad
was a
and mom
gas
are
station on
wearing
the
a
other side of the
seatbelt.
road.
Please.
We rushed out of the car and realized that our front left tire burst, and I could see that there was still no cars anywhere. The road was totally empty.
911, can you pick
My
us up,
dad
bud?
was bleeding from his nose injury due to his first hit on the steering wheel
Oh
when
my
the tire burst.
god. What?
When my mom went back to check to see if he was all right, I suddenly started to have an eerie feeling.
But guys, I get nosebleeds like 10 times a month. If not 10, then 15.
At that very
Seriously,
moment,
bro.
I could feel that part of the illumination from the gas station seemed to get dimmer.
911.
Lifting my head, I scrutinized in the woods behind the gas station. And then, two dark, gigantic figures
Siren
were
Head.
standing there
Siren
and
Head.
staring at
Oh,
us.
not Siren Head.
I
Guys, you
thought
know
I
of
was
Siren Head.
hallucinating, but those
I know.
figures were
Calm
literally
down, bro.
standing there. Although I couldn't see their faces, I could surely see the silhouettes and those piercing eyes. Also, their sizes were absolutely abnormal. I stood there in fear. I couldn't even think of calling out my mom, saying, "Look over there."
Jeez.
Then those two figures slowly walked away to the woods
Jeez.
and disappeared. After those things walked away into the dark, the brightness of the gas station seemed to be back to normal again.
Jeez. Jesus.
Then, the cars on the road started to pass on both sides of the highway. It was like a moment of nightmare. We finally called the police, and not long after, 3 police cars arrived. At first, the cops didn't seem to believe us when we reported our situation. But anyway,
Oh,
we were
guys, the
taken to the
lights just
hospital,
turned
given
red.
treatment.
No, white.
The next
White,
day,
bro.
a
Where's the white
detective came
color?
to speak with us, saying that this part
Hey.
of the highway was known as a haunted road, and a lot of bizarre accidents have occurred, literally.
Ew.
The local
Ew.
government tried to investigate what was the reason, but
Black
it's
guy.
never been
Hey,
solved
black
until
guy.
now.
But this really isn't matching my things. Black guys don't investigate, but he's an investigating guy, but he's a black guy. What? Jeez.
Since that day, my family never went on that highway. And a few years later, that highway was shut down due to the rising number of fatalities.
Fatalities? No.
This happened to me a couple of years ago.
Bro, she has no mouth. How's she even living?
My family and I moved to a new house. It was quite
Oh
old,
no.
and it had been sitting empty for at least 15 years before my family decided to.
Also, guys, something that you probably didn't know. 99% of people can do this with their tongue. Yay!
Buy it.
Not the yay
At
thing.
first, I was just happy that we had a new house.
Good.
But after that,
That's how I feel when I get my old room. Not
My
good.
room was right across the bathroom, and at night, I would hear strange noises coming
Bloody
from
Mary,
it.
Bloody
Actually,
Mary,
if you listened more
Bloody
carefully,
Mary.
it sounded like it was coming from the walls. But when I finally got enough courage to walk towards
White
it,
people be
the noises
investigating.
always stopped. Not much later, I got
Investigating.
used to the sound and
Jeez.
eventually stopped
And why
being
is the door
scared of
open?
it.
Why don't you
But
lock
that
the door?
wasn't a problem
Jeez.
compared to other
Jeez.
things. My stuff started
Jeez.
to go missing, like my
Jeez.
clothes, underwear, and even
Ew,
one of my pillows.
underwear?
Sometimes I yelled at my
Ew.
little sister, since she often came into my room. I thought that she probably stole my stuff, but whenever I got mad at her, she said, "Why would I take your underwear? I'm not a thief." Eventually, I couldn't find my stuff. Even worse, our food also went missing, little by little. My family and I felt uneasy.
Guys, who do you think it is? I think it's the fridge. The fridge ate it all. The fridge ate all the food. Jeez.
One night,
It's
I was
obvious.
laying in my
It's the
bed
fridge.
about to go to sleep, and as I
SpongeBob
rolled
knows it.
over, I saw a figure in front of my door.
SpongeBob,
That sent
protect.
chills down my spine, so I rubbed my eyes, and it was totally gone. I thought it was just my imagination,
SpongeBob.
but after that, I started receiving
get it for
little notes on my
$9.99.
bedside table when I
Yay!
woke up. Pretty, I see you, and other weird things were written on it. However, I figured that my sister was trying to scare me, so I just ignored it.
SpongeBob, what
And
do you have
that
been
day
doing?
Became the most terrible memory of my entire life.
I've been
One
doing
day, my
nothing.
dad and I were fixing up the bathroom. Because the entire house was pretty old, we were repairing the inside of the bathroom
Old.
first.
She's old.
As we were tearing the tiles of the wall, Dad
Jesus.
took the huge mirror off, and at that instant, I screamed. There was a little room behind the mirror, and there I found my stuff and even my underwear, along with empty food wrappers. We couldn't believe what we just saw.
Why do you
And
need
Mom
clothes?
immediately called the police.
Yeah.
They
That's what I would
arrived
do.
pretty fast, and when they inspected that tiny room, they found out that there was a man who had been living in it for at least a couple of months. But he was not there, so the police promised that they would search for him outside. After that, we
Bruh,
demolished the
if
room,
I
and since I turned 18
Ever
years
was
old,
in that
I moved to my
situation, I
college
would tell the
nearby.
police, hey, police, yeah, can you come to my house and take 45 army men or commandos or something like that, chiefs, and make them surround my house 24/7 because I don't want anyone coming in my house, and I need 2 officers in the creepy room. Yeah, I need that. Okay, let's go.
And got my
Also, this is gonna be a really long video, so yeah, let's go.
own apartment. Sometimes I go back to my hometown to visit my parents, but never spend the night.
Oh, he's sunburned.
I know that the man was still never caught, and I'm always paranoid, wondering if he's still hiding somewhere in our house.
Whoa, what the heck is with the mirrors in this place? I got it.
This happened 6 years ago when I was 16 years old. One day,
That
my
means-
parents were going to a concert in California.
He is.
So one of my best friends and I had a
How many
sleepover
years
at my
old?
house.
Or 20.
After my parents had left, we played some video games,
Okay.
ate some snacks,
What I would
and
do,
a few hours later,
basically.
we finally went to bed when we got bored
Good.
watching some more movies on Netflix.
Also guys, I also make Pakistani videos with my friend cousin Ayan. So if you are Pakistani, then you are there like I am Pakistani. So yeah.
I was about to sleep, and at that moment, I heard some loud noise. It seemed
Bro,
that our
no.
house's window was broken by
Also
someone.
I have my blanket with me.
Being freaked out, I woke my friend up, and of course, he got mad.
Okay.
Dude, get into the bathroom, now! I said to
Okay.
him, and he replied, why? But there was
Yeah.
no time to explain. I got up, pulled him by force, and we went into the bathroom. I
Jesus
was paying
Christ, how
attention
strong is this
outside if I
guy?
could hear any
Working with
footsteps.
muscles.
Then,
SpongeBob,
someone
get out
was
of the way.
running towards us.
Look at these
As soon
muscles.
as I locked the
Look
door,
at
the
these
intruder
muscles.
stood in front of the door
You're-
and said to open up with a deep and low voice. But we didn't say anything. He stood there for a second, and then he abruptly started kicking down the door. Open it! Open, or I'll kill you all! We were so scared at that moment. He finally broke down the door, and while they succeeded to come in, I quickly grabbed some medical scissors at the same time. I screamed and stabbed him in the leg. He dropped the axe that was in his hand, and then I finally saw his face. He was in his mid-50s, and he had long, shaggy hair with 70s-style glasses. His eyes were all bloodshot, and furthermore, I could see that he was drooling
Is that a
like
guy or a
mad person.
girl?
I will never forget the way he looked the rest of my life. Just then, he violently grabbed my scissors and stabbed me in the arm.
Oh.
When he attacked, suddenly I felt a deep pain, and
I
I was so
felt that.
terrified
I
thinking
felt
that we
that.
were going to die in here. I closed my eyes, and then my friend started punching his face,
Oh.
as he had learned martial arts for self-protection, and who had enough
Also
strength
guys,
to
if
beat
you
an
didn't know,
adult
I
up.
also learned
He
martial
attacked
arts,
his
so
face
yeah.
several times and took away the scissors from him. I started to help him attack that man. With one hand, I punched him in the throat, and when my friend pushed him, throwing him to the ground,
Also, I
we
do lots of
finally
boxing.
managed to get out of the bathroom. Before the man tried to escape, we pushed the couch from the living room with all our might and trapped him in there.
Yeah, boy. Yeah,
He slammed
boy.
the door and yelled with a mad,
Yeah,
angry
boy.
voice. But it was impossible to escape.
Bang, bang,
I
and the
grabbed my
boom.
phone and called 911.
Called the
About 10 minutes later,
379 Magnum.
three police arrived and they
You want
went into
some
the
of that?
bathroom. When they entered inside, they witnessed a full pool of blood, took him outside, and arrested him.
Jeez.
Our nightmare was finally finished at that moment.
Oh my
One of the
god.
police officers stayed with us, and my parents had to come back home early the next day
Good.
when they had got a call from the police.
Open the door. Oh,
After that, it turned out he was a serious kidnapper who had a mental issue, and he was sentenced to
my
jail for over 10 years.
vibe.
Since then, I've never had that kind of
I've never heard
experience
of a
ever.
guy like
However,
who's mental go in jail. Why not in mental asylum? I don't even know.
I always wondered what would have happened if my friend wasn't there with me.
Oh.
I will always appreciate him for saving my life.
Guys, this has been a long video. A long video. No! So, yeah. I know you guys want to see more of this. Maybe. I don't know. I will be doing a try not to say wow challenge or laugh challenge or say be impressed challenge with Casimo, the Casimo master. So guys, be sure to hit that subscribe button, like button, comment down below what game you want me to play. I'll play it, whatever game. You guys don't comment, so guys, I know like, okay, I'll give a shout out right now, Kruti. Now she did what's it called? she did a comment, but she did her website, which I didn't like. So that's why I didn't shout out her. Now, if you say, "Oh, Ramesh, I like your news," or tell me what game you want me to play. "Oh, Ramesh, play Mobile Legend, bang bang, play Among Us, yay, hooray!" Like, tell me support. I mean, give me feedback because I don't know what I'm doing, and yeah. So, guys, be sure to hit that subscribe button, like, hit that comment down below button, and all that stuff, and go bye.